There's another £25 up for grabs on the Starting 11 app this Sunday. Simply enter the FPLtips mini league and select a team of 11 players from this Sunday's matches. It's completely free to enter, and the league is public and open to all via the Browse Games menu. Or alternatively, you can enter using the code on screen now. Chelsea, Everton and Crystal Palace were the only sides to keep a clean sheet in Game Week 33, and the 50-50 call to start Kolasinac over both Luka Dean and Wan-Bissaka lost out on a few points. Mo Salah put an end to his goal drought to seal the win over Southampton, while captain Hazard treated us to a Monday night brace. No player took more than the Belgians' 3 efforts on target during the game week, or provided more than his 5 attempted assists. The decision to bring in Vardy paid off handsomely, with the Leicester forward finding 2 goals and 1 assist during the 4-1 away win over Huddersfield. Rondon saw a goal ruled out for offside against Crystal Palace, in addition to his 5 shots and 4 attempted assists, while Callum Wilson missed 2 big chances when the Cherries hosted Burnley, one of which was set up by Ryan Fraser. So it could have been much better, but a score of 70 points was still enough for a sizable green arrow, up to 119,000. The Wildcard is active ahead of Brighton and Cardiff's Double Gameweek 34, with a view to using the bench boost chip for Double Gameweek 35, where Spurs, Watford, Wolves and Man City are amongst the 8 teams who play twice. Here's a look at how the current draft is shaping up. No surprises for the first goalkeeper spot. Brighton's back-to-back double game weeks mean that Matt Ryan will come in between the sticks. Over the last 4 home matches, only Liverpool, Man City, Chelsea and Burnley have conceded fewer big chances than the Seagulls 4. He'll be joined by teammate Shane Duffy, with the centre-back offering a significant attacking threat, in addition to the clean sheet potential. No defender has taken more than his 19 goal attempts this calendar year, and he also leads the way for shots inside the box and efforts on target. It was a costly mistake to overlook Laporte for Double Gameweek 32, and with Man City's hectic schedule, and the rotation risk that their attacking players carry, it could be wise to include the centre-back for the remainder of the season. Double Gameweek 35 looks tough for the champions on paper, but they still have to face Crystal Palace, Burnley, Leicester and Brighton. 8 clean sheets in 12 games for Man City this calendar year ranks first in the league, and no side have allowed opponents fewer shots on target or big chances. Although Liverpool don't have a double game week, they are of course in a title race, and Robertson's Champions League suspension means he'll be afforded a rest ahead of the meeting with Chelsea. The Reds are second to Man City in terms of big chances conceded and efforts on target faced this calendar year, with remaining fixtures against Cardiff, Huddersfield, Newcastle and Wolves. Spurs have 4 remaining home fixtures, where they'll welcome Huddersfield, Brighton, West Ham and Everton to the new stadium. Eriksen has directly contributed to 7 goals this calendar year, and only Hazard and Maddison have produced more than his 30 attempted assists, 14 of which have come in the last 3 matches. Heung-min Son looked more fresh during the recent win over Crystal Palace, where he ended his goal drought and fired 4 goal attempts with 3 finding the target. Sterling, Hazard, Mane and Salah are the only midfielders to score more than Son's 12 goals this campaign. Despite possible rotation, it's hard to ignore Sterling. No midfielder has produced more than his 11 FPL involvements this calendar year. Only Salah has fired more efforts on target amongst midfielders in the last 8 game weeks, but from 3 extra matches. Jota has played a hand in 9 FPL involvements from game week 23 onwards, with Mane the only midfielder to provide more. His total of 8 big chances in that time ranks level with the Liverpool midfielder, and only Babel was involved in more. There's the option to take a 1-week punt on Glenn Murray for his double Gameweek 34 fixtures against Bournemouth and Cardiff at home, with a view to moving him on to Deeney the following game week. His game time may be limited, but the 35-year-old has found 7 of his 11 goals during home matches this season, scoring 41% of Brighton's 17 home goals. No teammate has fired more than his 9 efforts on target during those matches, and his tally of 8 big chances is 5 more than any other Brighton player. Since returning from injury, Harry Kane has scored 3 goals in 6 matches, facing Chelsea, Arsenal and Liverpool across that spell. His 9 efforts on target during that period ranked level with Vardy and Rondon, with Lukaku the only forward to fire more. Jimenez directly contributed to both of his team's goals during the recent win over Man United, to take his total up to an impressive 22 goal involvements for the season. Kane, Aubameyang, Lacazette and Aguero are the only forwards to register more. His total of 7 big chances created this calendar year ranks joint top across all positions, level with De Bruyne and Westwood. With the bench boost chip in mind for Double Gameweek 35, there's a fairly strong set of players on the bench who will each play twice that week. Foster and if fit Deulofeu are selected with fixtures against Huddersfield and Southampton in mind, though Ward-Prowse remains an alternative option should the midfielder fail to recover from injury. Attacking wingback Doherty has back-to-back home fixtures in the Double Game Week, facing Brighton and Arsenal, while Bednarek offers a cheap option for the final spot in the team, ahead of away trips to Newcastle and Watford. Brighton's Double Game Week brings Shane Duffy into consideration for captaincy, offering goal threat, clean sheet potential and being unlikely to see rotation. He's fired 10 goal attempts across the last 4 home matches, with each coming from inside the box, ranking top amongst Brighton players. The Seagulls have conceded 8 goals in 10 home matches against teams outside the top 6 this season, keeping a clean sheet in 5. But Harry Kane is at home to an already relegated Huddersfield side that have had the league's most porous defence over the last 4 matches, conceding 12 goals. Only West Ham allowed opponents more than their 16 big chances in that time, while only Fulham and West Ham faced more efforts on target than the Terriers. So the armband is with the Spurs forward as things stand.